Welcome to another lesson on the preterite and the imperfect tenses. Today we will take a look at actions that are in progress and interruptions. We'll study these together and see how we can use the preterite and the imperfect tenses to differentiate which action is an action that's in progress and which one is an action that interrupts another one. This lesson is a continuation of the first 4 lessons on the same subject, and it can be found in the book Exploraciones on the pages 10 and 11. The objective of this video is to talk about actions that are in progress and actions that interrupt these actions that are in progress. Okay, let's get started. When we want to talk about actions that are in progress and actions that interrupt these actions, we would have to use the preterite and the imperfect tenses. How we use them is highlighted in this small diagram with 2 lines. So we use the imperfect to talk about an action that's in progress, so it doesn't have a specific end, neither does it have a specific beginning. But then when we want to talk about an action that interrupts an action that's in progress while it's still in progress, then we'll have to use the preterite. For example, veíamos la televisión cuando el bebé gritó. We were watching television when the baby shouted. So the action that was in progress is the verb ver, to watch the television. That has been conjugated in the imperfect tense because that's what we were doing before the baby shouted. So the baby's action of shouting, gritar, has been conjugated in the verb, in the tense, in the preterite tense. Now the second sentence, Doña Lucía iba a su tienda cuando su hija llamó a su casa. So Madame Lucy was going to her shop when her daughter called her house. The action ir is what was in progress before the call came through in her house. Number 3. Los jugadores estaban entrenando cuando escucharon los disparos. The players were training when they heard the shots. So the action was in progress. The action was in progress, training, and then they heard the shots. Now, the 4th sentence. My grandparents were preparing dinner when the thief entered through the main door. So my grandparents were in the process of preparing dinner. That was an action that was in progress. And then the thief entered. So that action interrupted the first action of preparing the dinner. The final sentence. Estábamos en el aula cuando empezó la tormenta de truenos. We were in the classroom when the thunderstorm started. So we were still in the classroom, we were learning, that was in progress, everything was nice and steady, and then we had the thunderstorm. It started while we were in the class, So the action of being in the class is conjugated in the imperfect tense because we want to talk about this action that was in progress, while the action of the verb empezar, to begin, has been conjugated in the preterite tense because that is the action that interrupted the first action of being in the classroom. Bien, so just as we have seen in the previous examples, we just want to do a little recap, and we'll start with the first sentence. Lucía, ¿dónde estabas? The second sentence, los muchachos charlaban, blah, blah, blah. The third sentence, estaba pensando en ti, blah, blah, blah. So we have to move these other parts of the sentences to the sentence that best completes it. Cuando Pedrito salió a la calle, when little Pedro went out to the street. So this doesn't have a question mark, so it won't be the ending of the first question. The one that has the question mark is this one. So, Lucía, ¿dónde estabas cuando ocurrieron los ataques de 11 de septiembre de 2001? Lucía, where were you when the 9/11 attacks started? The second sentence. Los muchachos charlaban cuando Pedrito salió a la calle. So, the boys were talking, they were having a good time, chatting about something, and then little baby Pedro went out to the street. So they were in the process of talking, and then baby Pedro got lost in the street. He went out of the house, and he got on the street. The third one, estaba pensando en ti cuando me llamaste. And this is something that usually happens a lot. So I was thinking about you when you called. So I was in the process of thinking, and then your call came through. It interrupted my thoughts. Bien, thank you so much y hasta la próxima.